Okay, so this is a video to help with the triangle question, and this one is pretty tricky without a visual. So it's, they give you an explanation out here, but it might be better, to have this visual. So if you want to watch the first part of this video and then go back and try it on your own, might be a good way to do this one. So the idea is we can see kind of our base case. So n is our position in the pattern, and this is how many blocks it has. So our base case is basically going to be if the input is 1 to our method. So if we input, oh, they have a position 0. That's fantastic. So I guess 0 would be 0, and then triangle 1 would be 1. So I got to think through that base case a little bit more, but generally we could do 2 again. We could do if input is 0, it's 0. If input is 1, it's 1. I think either way it'll really work. So at any rate, the idea is as you get to higher one, you want to do it recursively. So the concept would be if I have, say, oh, why can't I do text? So if I have, say, triangle position 4, what that is really equal to is the previous one. So I'm going to abbreviate that there, sorry. Triangle position 3 plus the 4 blocks on the bottom. So what's really happening here is this triangle 4 is really these 4 new blocks. Wow, this thing is stupid. Okay, so it's these 4 new blocks plus this part right here. That is triangle 3, right? That is the previous one, right? Here was triangle 3 with those 6 blocks. Okay, so similarly, if I want to do, let's do another example, right? If you can do this visually again. So if I have triangle position 3, see if I can spell this right. Triangle position 3 is going to be triangle, the previous one, shown in blue there, triangle position 2 plus 3 blocks. So again, if we do this visually, all this is typing out there is when I do 3, right? When I do spot 3, that is really 3 new blocks plus this right here is triangle of 2. Right, triangle of 2 has 3 blocks, so this is a triangle 2 right up here in the top. So that is, when I call it recursively, that's triangle position 2. All right, and so maybe one more time just to be obnoxious, I guess. Make sure we got this. You can kind of follow along if you're not sure. So now triangle position 2 is going to be equal to the previous triangle. So triangle position 1 plus the 2 blocks on the bottom. So again, visually, if we look at this, triangle position 2 is 2 new blocks on the bottom, and then this one is just triangle of position 1, right? And so then we got to sort of generalize this, and that's where it gets kind of tough because you're not adding the same blocks each time, right? You add 2 in this case, 3 in this case, 4 in this case. So this number here is different each time, but luckily it matches whatever n is. So on the 4th triangle, I added 4. On the 3rd triangle, I added 3 to the previous. So if we want to generalize this into the recursive step, we would do triangle position n is equal to triangle, then go 1 backwards, so n minus 1, and then plus whatever n is. Again, in the 4th picture we added 4, in the 3rd picture we added 3. Okay, and then the only real final thing to discuss here is the base case, which I think, so they do need a 0, so maybe we just do when n is 0, return 0. Because if we do triangle of 1 with this, if we do triangle of 1, we do triangle position 0 plus 1. And if triangle 0 has 0, I think that'll work. So our base case can be just if n is 0, return 0, and I think that'll be okay. Because this one we can do recursively. Position 1 we can do recursively. All right, so let's take a look at some code. So I always start with my base case. So if rows, like I'm on row 0, then I want to return a 0 because there's no little square circles in row 0. So else is my recursive case. I want to return, recalling the method, so triangle with 1 position previously plus whatever spot I'm on. So again, triangle 4 would be 4 plus triangle position 3. which again you can see visually here. It's 4 plus triangle position 3. Okay, so now I cross my fingers, close my eyes, hit the button. Oh no, failure. Oh, it doesn't know what N is, so it's called rows here instead of N. So, all right. Hopefully I don't get fired. Let's try that. Okay, bam. All right. So hopefully that helps with that. Kind of a tricky one because you don't add the same amount here, but just using a variable. Again, post any questions to the blog. Hope the week's going okay.